Welcome to Dr. P.C. Verma Economist YouTube class. I am Professor of Economics, Patna University. I worked for more than 40 years under Patna University. And after 2016, I established Dr. P.C. Verma Economist YouTube channel and become YouTube creator, professor of economics. And we discuss topics related to UPSC, BPSC, other state civil services, Reserve Bank of India officers examination, a state bank PO officers interview, NABARD officers examination. Everywhere there is economics, my teaching material will be available free of cost on the YouTube channel, Dr. P.C. Verma Economist. More than 3,000 topics are uploaded there, which are full and final. There is no cut short, as it is found in Delhi. Needless to mention that I had my own office in Mukherjee Nagar for UPSC, UPSC Economics Academy. In first floor, Ansal building near the Batra cinema, and Hindi medium and English medium in Rajendra Nagar, just beside the Raj coaching and Khan sir coaching, not Bihar Khan sir, Delhi Khan sir coaching. And thereafter my Dr. P.C. Verma Economist, Economics Academy. It was a good opportunity after retirement from Patna University. I started to teach there. During COVID period, I shifted to online teaching, and from the same time till today, I'm continuing this work. Today, we are discussing European Union. You must be reading in newspaper that US is not only angry against China, Mexico, but there is eyes on European Union also. So European Union, and especially European Central Bank, ECB, where the governing council member is Class Knot. Class Knot is governing member of European Central Bank. All are talking about this trade war. And therefore, Class is very vocal. He said that European Union would not let it itself be walked over by the US on tariffs. Class Knot says, highlighting that it is a powerful trading bloc with 400 million consumers. Class Knot says, I think we need to make the European Union a stronger and more competitive. Consumer price growth returning to the European Central Bank's target will allow policymakers to stop restricting economic growth via interest rate, according to the council member of Class Knot. Our monetary policy is still inhibiting economic activity right now, Class said in an interview on Dutch state broadcaster NPO1 on Sunday. But when we are back at 2% inflation, that is no longer necessary. So gradually, we are taking our foot off the brake and trying to aim for the moment when we have recovered 2%. Mr. Klasnot says, who is among the more hawkish rate setters? He said, inflation is well on track to return to the desired 2% last year. The European Central Bank cut for the fifth time in this cycle, lowering the deposit rate by a quarter point, a step to 2.75%. Whether such move looks very likely in the next meetings in the March 2025. Klasnot, who is governing council member of European Central Bank, he says the day after US President Donald Trump followed through on pages to impose 25% tariff on import of Mexican and Canadian goods and 10% on those from China, instigating a trade war, and that is set to reshape global supply chains. Trump had warned the European Union that it is in his crosshairs too, saying again last week that his administration will be doing something very substantial when it comes to tariff on the bloc. The European Union would not let itself to be walked over by the US on tariff note. US on tariff. Klasnot said, highlighting that it is a powerful trading bloc with 400 million consumers. I think we need to make the European Union a stronger and more competitive. And you will be finding in different papers, editorials, that some relationship between India and European Union may develop strongly. And the recent visit of our Prime Minister, respected Narendra Modi ji, visiting France, that means European Union country. So in every country, there is fear of tariff war. And European Union declaring that European Union is a powerful trading bloc, more than 20, perhaps 27 countries in European Union. So consumers of 27 countries of European Union constitute powerful trading bloc because of 400 million consumers. So if trade war continues and it envelops European Union, India, and other nations, there will be a great change in the trading pattern, and there will be need to find out other partners where we can get the same commodity and services. It is in this backdrop I am discussing European Union will be more stronger and face trade war as governing council member of European Central Bank says. Klasnot views is very, very important, and it is on air and in papers. class note had interview with Dutch state broadcaster NPO1 on Sunday, and so it was reflected that trade union will be making itself more stronger and face trade war if it may happen. This is a positive sign, and India needs to be more closer to European Union in this context. European Central European Central Bank inflation goal in reach to allow taking put off rate break. Consumer price growth returning to the European Central Bank target will allow policymakers policymakers to stop to stop restricting res restricting restricting economic growth economic growth via interest rate via interest rates. According to governing council governing council member class not member class not class not remarks our monetary policy, our monetary policy is still inhibiting economic activity. Economic activity right now. But when we are back, when we are back, when we are back at 2%, back 2%, inflation, 2% inflation, that is no longer, that is no, that is no longer necessary. No longer necessary. So gradually, so gradually, we are taking our foot off the brake, of the brake, of the brake, and trying to aim and trying to aim for the moment, for the moment when we have moment, when we have recovered recovered 2%, recovered 2%, was not said in an interview on Dutch estate, on Dutch estate broadcaster, broadcaster NPO 1 on Sunday. Sunday, February, on Sunday, 2 फरवरी 2025. Class not, class not, further says, who is among the more hawkish hawkish rate setter inflation is inflation is well on track to return to the desired to the desired desired 2% later this year. Later this year. Who is among the more hawkish rate setter? Inflation is well on the track to return to the desired 2% return. The European central central bank last week cut the fifth time the fifth time in this cycle. In this cycle, lowering 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 the deposit rate lowering the deposit rate by by a quarter point a step to 2.75%. Views of class not on trade war. Class not spoke the day after US President Donald Donald Trump followed on pledges. Pledges to impose impose 25% tariff on imports of Mexico and Canadian goods and 10% on those from China. Instigating insti instigating a instigating a trade war instigating a trade war that is that is that is set to reshape reshape global 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 supply chain. That is to set that is set to reshape global supply chain. Reshape global supply chains. Trump has warned the European Union that it is in his crosshairs to saying again last week that his administration, that his administration will be doing something very substantial. When it comes to tariff on the block, tariff on the block. The European Union would not let itself be walked by the US on tariffs. Class not set. Highlighting that it is a powerful, it is a powerful trading bloc with $400 million consumers. Powerful trading bloc with 400 million consumers. Class not sage. I think we need to need to need to make need to make the European Union a stronger and more competitive. More competitive. European Union a stronger and more competitive. Thus, we find out that European Union is also concerned about the trade war because US President Donald Trump said after declaring 25% tariff on import of Mexico and Canadian goods and 10% on those from China, instigating a trade war that is set to reshape global supply chains. Trump had warned the European Union that it is in his crosshairs too, saying again last week that his administration will be doing something very substantial when it comes to tariff on the bloc. In return, class not sage. The European Union would not let itself be walked over by the US on tariffs, highlighting that it is a powerful trading bloc. That means European Union is a powerful trading bloc with 400 million consumers. Class note says, I think we need to make European Union a stronger and more competitive. This is positive approach. So this is interesting topic, and you discuss among your friends about the European Union, because in future, India and European Union might have a tie in foreign trade. Like it, subscribe it, share it, comment it. This is a regular what I say in the last. And I'm interested in diversifying your knowledge in economics and economic aspects of different types, in which this revealing the European Union position. That means you will know about the 26 nations. I had visited Poland, Germany, and Netherlands on one visa that I have taken. And you can visit 26 Schengen visa. You can visit 26 nations. And their interest is that you visit more and more nations on one visa, so that their foreign, their hotel, their malls, all will be in a profitable position. Thank you for watching this video.